the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will come out first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out, they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim a little bit too much, and they don't come up short.
Even if they don't confirm, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. This big tight end. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Clemson. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, he wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Duke's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense defense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last game. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hill. On over the middle, it's Moore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I just block the offensive line and push some guy backwards and make some holes.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now it's 3rd and goal. They're on the sneak for it. See, gets it done.
I'll tell you what, I'm not looking at team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback's way. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they pick up the extra point, kicking it right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the air, it's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds a man on the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Clemson jumps to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
Turning it on. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, man, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think we keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll get up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped and ended in first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Green. Makes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
29 Philly.
Gonna look downfield again. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Back to throw, it's Rayner. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games have completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that...
It's caught. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the heat. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle for the loss.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Touchdown, Clemson. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle of Kane. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking downfield, it's Hill. Snagged out of the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
After giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing it. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short.
Tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. Listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Raider. Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Yes, rush, get there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Clemson.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's second and goal from the 7. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Swings it out to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Adams. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
He's now second and goal.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Tigers bully their way in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 19.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his block. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over. First and 10.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together to start this drive off.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Hauls it in. makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out wide receiver in the split end position and see what they can do there, because this guy is a winner.
And the Tigers cover the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down here and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle is Tyler. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Back to the ground with the running back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
To advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
On
in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
Breaks it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost a bet. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Might as well give it to him again.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
On the direct snap, it's Kane. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Kane. It'll ball incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. A really nice job of executing it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Wallace. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Hill. Got it behind the line. It's Wallace. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds his target down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
No good. Looking for a little juice and energy with a field goal. You don't get it, guys. You're still down by 16.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Rainer. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Brings up
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
number 8.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Kane. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Rayner. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Second down coming up.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They make the stop it. He'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Blue Devils are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Green. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession. The offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a third and long.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to pass. It's Rayner. That's caught. It's Hayes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Hill. Puts it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, the tight end shows out great from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
42, Spider.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The screen, he can go. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play.
On the double.
Second down coming up.
Come on, set.
Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. You want to win this game. You need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the